You're watching Nightside, News 11, where news comes first.
Welcome back, everybody. From a trailer park in El Centro to a spot at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, this is the story of the babyface assassin. Central High School grad Marco Peralta's road from the Imperial Valley to the big show and all the amazing stops in between. Spring training brings a fresh start and new optimism for each Major League Baseball team, player, and fan. The same can be said for team employees.
I always want to work in baseball.
Marco Peralta, a 2017 grad from Central Union High School, is starting his first full season as a communications rep with the Los Angeles Angels.
I grew up in El Centro in a trailer park right off Ross, there next to the 111.
Marco always knew he wanted a career in sports.
Originally wanted to be a professional soccer player.
But his grades in high school took his path on a detour.
At Centro, I played soccer, 4 years, varsity. 2 years I didn't complete because of my grades.
After high school, while his mind was full of wanderlust, Marcos' grades would anchor him to the Imperial Valley.
I came from a low-income family, so going to school was a big issue for me, paying for it, so I went to IVC, the safer route for me.
Staying close to home turned out to be the first of many fortunate events.
My GPA didn't go under a 3 when I was at IVC, so that really helped me a whole lot because I knew what I wanted to do and I knew what I had to do to get to where I wanted to be.
Broadcast sports is the path Marco chose, and a key to his future would be found south of the border.
I went to Mexicali to meet some people that work with the Águilas baseball network, radio network, and there, one of the guys, his name is Silvio Quintero, he told me about Francisco to add him on social media. I reached out to him, and we ended up connecting.
Francisco Romero is the Spanish radio voice of the Houston Astros.
Here's the big thing. He's also the Spanish voice of U of A athletics in Spanish. And for me to hear him say, go to ASU instead of U of A, it just told me that I'm pretty sure it's a good school.
And with a vote of confidence from Romero, Marco found himself on the Arizona State campus during the middle of COVID.
So internships were very scarce at that point.
Marco would land another big break, this time an opportunity at a radio station that broadcasts Phoenix Suns games in Spanish.
So I stayed on for that season as a pregame, halftime and postgame show host, and then the next season, my second and last season, I was able to be a color commentator and backup play-by-play announcer. And my first season, I got to cover the NBA Finals, so that was a surreal experience for sure.
Sorted 5, y'all got that? You gotta come to Milwaukee. Hey,
Marco did so well with the Suns that a spot was created for him with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
I learned a whole lot, met some really, really great people, but a dream of mine was to announce a baseball game professionally, and I was able to do a couple of them as a D-backs announcer, as a call-in announcer in Spanish. So that was a really, really special experience.
And while covering a Gold Cup soccer match in Glendale as the Spanish PA announcer, Marco seized yet another opportunity that would change his life.
And they asked me, hey, do you want to be on camera? I said, yes, absolutely, I'll give it a shot. So I ended up doing it. And after the game, they told me, you absolutely crushed it.
That's the thing about opportunities. When you get them, take advantage of them because you may not get them again, and you never know who may hear or see you.
And a couple months went by, and they said, hey, babyface assassin, do you want to go to the World Cup?
Now, that little boy in the Imperial Valley who once dreamt of being a pro soccer player was set to cover the largest soccer event on the planet.
Get the opportunity of doing the World Cup. That was the biggest tournament I grew up watching. It's still one of the biggest tournaments in the world. And to be able to be there as an employee and just to be there as an announcer, presenter, I could never imagine it. You know, I never even thought about being in that other side of the world in my life at all.
Marco followed that with a stint as the Spanish PA announcer for Team Mexico in the World Baseball Classic at Chase Field.
If you told me I'd be doing something like this 3 years ago, I wouldn't believe you.
Marcos' experience in Arizona and across the world led him to a full-time role with the Los Angeles Angels.
And they said, we want you to be part of the Angels family. And I was just going crazy. I had a smile that just didn't go away. I remember when I hung up my phone, I just yelled of excitement.
Just in his mid-20s, Marco has achieved more than even he ever imagined. And he shares a message for anyone else with high aspirations.
take advantage of those opportunities and make the best out of them. So just being persistent, being faithful, hungry, and just trusting in the timing, trusting in the work, and trusting in the will of God.
And the opportunities keep coming for Marco as he just finished covering the Los Angeles FC versus Lyon Champions League soccer final. He's also one of a handful of people across the desert Southwest working in Major League Baseball.